Good morning. Okay, this one's called Waiting Quietly. So you remember the other one was Simply Wait, and this one's Waiting Quietly. Your worry comes from your lack of trust in my timing, for the blessings I have in store for you. Each one is precisely orchestrated, and it is necessary at times that you wait, quietly assured that my answers to your prayers will happen at the precise moment He sees best. While you wait, I want you to embrace the blessings of my presence. Just be with me. Don't give in to the temptation to move ahead without me. Rest in your faith. Sorry, guys. Rest in your faith and trust that I will show you the next step whenever the timing is right. I will provide guidance for you just as I do your daily bread. I will always give you just enough grace for the moment. As you will need to depend upon me for the next moment's grace, this is my design. I want you to learn to rest in me, trusting me for your every need. I don't want you to be anxious, concerned about the past, present, or future. I just want you to be content in the moment you're in, knowing that I have everything under control and I am always sovereign. There's never a moment when I have let you go, and I never will. Just stop, look, and listen for my guidance as I lead you into my very best for your life. Psalm 62:1. I wait quietly before God, for my victory comes from Him. I wait quietly for God, for my victory comes from Him. In the last few years, especially since the pandemic started, I would constantly pray. Like, I had no other choice but to rely on God at this point in my life last year. It was actually in February. And that's when it all started, or for me, when I remember. And I was praying for God, just please somehow let me just trust in you. I don't even remember how I was saying it. I would subconsciously think it, and I just was so frustrated because I know He's God. I know He's bigger. I know He can do anything. And so it started with, Lord, please keep us safe from this virus. Lord, how am I going to pay my bills? Like, the pandemic is crushing this world. I wasn't praying for things like, God, please, like one thing I really want and I desire, but I don't need, but I desire is to be able to take care of some of these financial burdens in my life that are stopping me from getting my own home. A home where all of my family, all my kids, all my grandchildren can come and be with me, and if they need somewhere to stay, they can. But that's the thing. My kids can stay here now. We'll just be on couches and on floors. So that is something that I could pray for, but that is not, why would I pray for something that I don't need? Do you see what I'm saying? So I was praying for things that like I needed right then. Like, and I've never been so demanding, like, God, I need this right now. Like, please, God, help me, help me, help me, help me. And I would, like, so I didn't know how we were going to pay rent. My husband and I were both laid off, and we'd go back to work, and then the virus would break out, and then we're laid off again. Unemployment was finding like little errors in places, and everyone else was getting their unemployment, and I'm waiting 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks, not getting a COVID relief check. Like, I mean, whatever could happen, or what people were getting, I wasn't getting. But guess what? He blessed me so much more when He was ready. It always found a way to get the rent paid. Everything I was bitter about, I'm like, how come all these people can get this money? How come this can happen? God, you know me. I work all day. I work all night. Like, I'm doing everything. I'm living the right life. La, 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 la. And He, all in the while, He's like, child, just trust me. I got you. And boy, did He ever. Boy, did He ever. Like, we did not have to need for anything. And it just kept going on and on and on. It was like a wild spiritual ride, like. And then the things that I had always subconsciously prayed for and even prayed out loud, my sister being one, my children being one, my sister's mother being one, the restoration and wholeness of family and unity, it all came back when I gave it to God and believed. I get to see my grandparents who I haven't seen in so long and never feasibly thought would be possible because I couldn't afford it. And God provided a way, and it wasn't me that paid for it. There's just so many things, like the video of my dad, like I prayed like in all my darkness, and anytime I had sadness, I'd always go in the bathroom or wherever and just be like, Daddy, I wish you were here. Wish I could just see your smile one more time. I wish I could just hear your voice one more time. God, please let me just hear this one more time or see it. And it's been a while. It's been a few years since I've had a breakdown like that. And guess what? It happened. Back in the day when my dad was alive, there were little handheld camcorders. Like, and someone somewhere, well, my sister's family, got a video. It was a 22-second video. It wasn't just a quick glimpse and it was done. It was a full-on video of him talking, the sound of his voice, his smile, his laugh. God gave me so much more. And I'm so thankful for him. And if anyone is struggling, I just pray that you know that not if he could do it in my life, since he did it in my life, he's going to do it in yours. And I was the biggest Debbie doubter. I knew God was real. I've always known God was real. I never doubted that. But I just believe there was too many people in this world for him to worry about my one self. And I did what he said. Sometimes I didn't even realize I was doing what he said in this last year and a half. And he just blessed me abundantly. I could die today and feel fulfilled and complete. God is good. And I love you guys. If you're struggling with addiction, please know it's not always one day at a time. It's 1 second at a time. It's 1 hour at a time. If you're struggling with depression, anxiety, PTSD, abandonment, please know that God is here. And I'm here. And we're both waiting for you. I love you guys. Bye.